And you make a very good point. We have never been under any illusions about the scale of the challenge that is before all of us as citizens. And this is why over this transition period, the President-elect and his transition team have continued to engage in vigorous conversations, engaging bilateral partners, countries from the US, the UK, Germany, Sweden, Finland, Japan, the Chinese, and also representatives of multilateral institutions, the IMF, the World Bank, meeting business leaders, both from within this country and outside, exploring alternatives and avenues on which we can mount the new charge for purposes of rebuilding this economy and maximizing benefits for ordinary people. There is consensus at the moment that the biggest problem that we have is the economy. Right. But you have to remember that the economy is overarched by a whole big question of leadership. We have the question of leadership sorted out, because that is what we used to say, that leadership is what anchors everything. We needed to get that question sorted out, and that the easiest way that we could get the leadership question sorted out was via a change of government. And the Zambian people have delivered a change of government. And I'm going to give an example of what a credible leadership, or the impact that a credible leadership has on how the economy and the country generally functions. So I'll give an example. The morning when President-elect Hichilema was pronounced winner of the election, at 10 hours, do you remember what happened to the dollar? It started appreciating. By 10 hours, it had gained 8.8%. And it is still literally appreciating. It is in free fall, but in a positive direction. And people are actually thinking, hold on a second, is this going to continue? Now, the Bank of Zambia literally are probably going to have to intervene and hold the kwacha a little bit, because it is appreciating and responding too fast to what is a positive change in terms of public leadership. So we were very clear when we said that what Zambia needed was a change of tone at the top. And the Zambian people delivered that change of tone at the top, and you can see already what is happening.
At what percentage would you wish the kwacha to stand at?
And again, that is,
because somebody is going to argue with you, like I've seen on social media, others are saying, even during when the PF was in power, a few days before the elections, we saw the kwacha slowly appreciating. So it could be the same trend, and continuing. We've got a person like Sean Tembo again from the PF who is saying this could be some kind of antics coming from the Bank of Zambia, trying to prove a point, trying to appease President-elect Hakainde Hichilema.
You are journalists. You are free to push in a query to the Bank of Zambia and ask them exactly what is at play. But we are very clear that a positive change in the way of political leadership was always going to have a positive impact on the kwacha. You can see even the yields on our bonds have drastically fallen from 34 to 27. So what that means is that, in essence, the cost of servicing our public debt has also drastically reduced. So what that has done is it has given the new government an opportunity to spend a little less on debt servicing when we do resume, and direct money to other critical sectors of the economy, such as buying medicines in our clinics, paying outstanding allowances for our teachers, our doctors, our nurses, and so on and so forth. But the other thing that we all visibly saw, we saw the council move in and take over markets, because we had always said on the campaign trail, and I came here, you can hold me accountable, we said that our desire was to see...
Before that, I wanted to